Now, let's see about methods in Java. Method is a set of statements that performs a given task. So, set means collection of statements that performs a given task. So, the task may be any problem. It may be addition of two numbers or developing a banking application. It may be any problem. Methods in Java are similar to functions in C programming. Now let's see the advantages or the uses of the methods in Java. The first advantage is the major advantage of the methods is reusability. So what is reusability? We can define the method only once and use that method many number of times according to our requirement. Let us assume that we want to use a set of code. Let we want to use 100 statements 10 times in our program. So define this method. So write these 100 statements only once. Call the corresponding method 10 times. So that is the advantage. Reusability. So writing the method only once and calling the method many number of times. And the second benefit is the length of the program will be reduces. The length of the program will be reduces. So if we don't use methods, then what will happen? We have to use these, we have to type these 100 statements 10 times in our program. So 100 into 10 means 1000 statements. So we need to type 1000 statements. Whereas if we use methods, then only we will define the method only once and we can call that method 10 times. So we can say that the length of the program will be reduces. And one more advantage of the method is we can maintain the modular structure of the program. We can maintain the modular structure of the program. So modular structure means each method will perform a task. If you take arithmetic operations using switch, so one method can perform addition operation, one method can perform subtraction operation. So each method is nothing but a module. Each method can perform a specific task. If we take a banking application, then one method will contain one module, one method will contain a deposit module, another method may contain withdrawal module, likewise. And one more advantage of the methods is if we use methods, then it eliminates duplication. It eliminates duplication. Duplication is nothing but redundancy. If we don't use the redundancy, so if we don't use the method, then what will happen? These 100 statements will be typed 10 times. So there is a duplication, redundancy. The same set of code is typed 10 times. Whereas if we use methods, then we will define the method only once and we can call many number of times according to our requirement. So these are the benefits of the methods. Methods are mainly classified into two types. The first one is predefined methods. Predefined methods. So predefined methods are nothing but built-in methods. The methods which are already defined by the Java compiler. So if we take scanner class, in scanner class we have nextInt method, in scanner class we have nextInt method, nextFloat method, next method. So all those are nothing but predefined methods. All those methods are defined by the Java compiler only. Next, if we take the string class, in string we have index of, last index of, caret. So there are several built-in methods available in the classes. And the second type of method is user-defined methods. User-defined methods means the methods which are defined by the user. Now let's see a simple program. First let's see the syntax for defining the user defined method, and then we will see a simple program to demonstrate the user defined method. The syntax for defining user defined method is, first we have to specify access specifier. Next return type. Next method name. Next within the parenthesis arguments with data types, within the curly braces body. So first we have to specify the access specifier of the method. Access specifier specifies where we can access that method. Access specifier may be either public or private or protected or default. Next return type. So return type specifies which value does the method will return. Suppose if the method is returning integer value, then the return type is int. Suppose if a method is not returning any value, then the return type is void. Next we have to specify method name. So the naming conventions for method in Java are, method always begins with lowercase letter, and the first letter of every inner word begins with uppercase letter. So if you take this one, add lower, so here this L is uppercase letter. Why? Because the first letter of every inner word begins with uppercase letter. If you take two uppercase, so here U and C are uppercase letters, remaining all are lowercase letters. The first letter of every inner word begins with uppercase letter. Next within the parenthesis specify the data type with corresponding variables, parameter list, argument list, within the curly braces body. Now let's see an example. So let we have a class called addition. Let us perform addition of two numbers. So class addition. Now let us define a method. Let return type is void. Let name of the method is add. So void add of int a comma int b. So we have to pass two parameters. Okay. So here the return type is void. So we have to display the output here only. So system.out.println. So what is the output? Sum is so plus what is the result? We have to add the numbers. So sum is plus a plus b. Next to close the next define the main method in this class only. So public static void main. Next string aux. Next we need to call this method. This method is called as instance method. If a method is declared inside a class, then it is called as instance method. In order to access the instance members, we must create the object. So here what is the name of the class? Addition. Let the reference variable is a, let the reference variable is o, equal to, let us create the object new addition. Next o dot, what is the name of the method? Add. So o dot add of, let the parameters are 10 comma 20. Next to close the main method, next to close the class. So the name of the class is addition.java. Okay. So how this program will be executed? Execution will start from the main method. Addition o equal to new addition. So whenever an object is created, then the memory will be allocated for instance variables. But here there are no instance variables. Instance variables means the variables which are declared inside the class. Next, o dot add of 10 comma 20. So this 10 will be passed to A, 20 will be passed to B. So sum is 10 plus 20 means 30 will be printed. Okay. Let this method is defined as static method. So static method means in order to access the static method, there is no need to create the object. Directly with the help of the class name, we can access the static method. So addition dot add of 10 comma 20. So like this we can access. So this is about methods in Java.